30th of April, 12:20 p.m., Briar Road.
Sure, cut through Ronnie Pete and Perfect. Thanks to good officers of Rover 6. I'm back on my beat in the kettle, doing my best for the good citizens of London.
My Rolly, back in his Bobby's uniform. You couldn't look any more handsome if you tried.
Oh, my love, you say the sweetest things. Oh, Pet.
Oh, Rolly.
To us, Lord Brentford isn't the whipper of the baby at all.
Oh, no, of course not. He's the patron saint of Bobby's.
A patron saint? Oh, yes, Pet, you're so right, my darling. Keeping us in his pocket, he is. On my first day back on the job, what did I fall in the gutter? A shilling, my love. A whole shilling.
Oh, Ronnie, I always believed in you. I always knew one day you'd find some big small change.
With just a shilling, I could buy you a cheap punch containing a single flower, my sugar.
Single flower? Oh, how romantic.
But I'm so sorry, Pet. Only moments ago, that shilling disappeared.
Disappeared? But how, my love, how?
I think maybe now I'm sure. It was this girl here, sir. You swiped my precious shilling, didn't you? You cheeky old diver.
Blimey, you took your tongue getting around me, didn't you? I thought that lovey-dovey stuff weren't gonna end. So, a shilling, you say? Lifted from you, were it? Don't know nothing about it. Where's the evidence, eh?
Right there. Yeah, stamp it around to the back of your hand, young lady. You're sorry for me. You got a nerve feeling from a Bobby.
Cobblers, this coin's mine. How could you know, anyway? How could you know if it was taken just now or not?
Dear me, you don't get it, do you? We've only got a penny for our name, so that coin felt as heavy to me as a bar of gold.
Eh?
I'm telling you, the Bobby's left my pocket all do. I thought myself get a good 2 pence sweater.
Ah!
Yep, that coin has got my blood, sweat and tears all over it.
What's the matter with you, eh, Mr. Naruhodo? Huh? Me? Sorry? Well, ladies and gentlemen, two gents supposed to be there to help straight away. Not an hour later. This isn't my fault. I haven't stolen anything. And what about you, eh, Sholmes? I thought you were supposed to be a great detective. Dear me, Mr. Strad. You took your time getting around to me, didn't you? I thought that long dispute was never going to end. You only said give us a minute when we spotted you over the road and said hello. And that was 10 minutes ago, Ginny. We've just been standing here listening to you quarrel with this Bobby.
Don't beg your pardon, madam. We shouldn't be troubling the public with police business.
But that shilling belongs to us, doesn't it, Rolly?
Of course it does, my love. It says for you and me, my darling.
This was just supposed to be a nice stroll with ours and Mr. Sholmes before afternoon tea. Why did we have to run into another fiasco on Briar Road? I don't really see how we could be of any help, Gina. There's no way of knowing who the coin really belongs to if it was just dropped in the gutter. I wouldn't be so sure of that, Runa. What? I have a feeling I might know the answer to the question of whose coin that is. Ah, my bright young fellow lodger, let us hear your deduction. Well, there is actually a reason why I suggested a show down Briar Road. Oh, what reason? You see, I was here yesterday and, well, I dropped a little something. So I wanted to come and look for it while enjoying an afternoon show. Wait, you dropped something? You don't mean... It was the pocket money the early gave me. What's this, Iris? You dropped that, did you? Oh, I'm sorry. I went to the market on Lime Street yesterday to pick up some herbs, you see. But on the way, I must have dropped it. The 1 shilling coin you gave me. Oh, a 1 bob bit? Yeah, and when I thought back over the route I took, I realized I must have dropped it here. Constable, you haven't seen it, have you? It's all my pocket money, and now it's gone.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know what's about that, young lady.
What rotten luck dropping your money like that? Sorry. I dare say the constable and his companion could give you a run for your money with their white eyes. If it's all the same to you, Mr. Sholmes, I think I'd prefer not to be used as the yardstick for looking guilty. Well, it's tough really, ain't it, Iris? You dropped it, so it ain't used no more. Anyway, you know what they say. What goes round comes round. So don't feel bad. Bad luck, Iris. Doesn't look like you're gonna get your coin back. Oh, I can't believe I've lost it. Straight after Early gave it to me as well. Yes, regrettable indeed. I seem to recall that particular coin was rather significant. What do you mean, significant? To be specific, it was especially significant to you, Bruno. Significant to me? You don't mean it was the coin from last night's wager? The very same, my dear fellow. What's this then? What wager? It was a game of poker, a duel between Early and Bruno. Poker? What? That cheeky god game, you mean? As a lawyer, I have the perfect poker face. You'll never be able to tell what I'm thinking, said he. But depriving Mr. Naruhodo of his own entire fortune was even easier than finding that missing thoroughbred. It's so infuriating reliving it now still makes me grit my teeth. Sorry, Iris. I had every intention of paying you back the money I owe you, but you'll have to wait, I'm afraid. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Next month is fine. Let me guess, Otto. Your old fortune? It was 1 whole shilling. My entire monthly stipend. And I lost all of it. As I handed over to Mr. Sholmes, I gritted my teeth so hard my gums started to bleed. Please, Bruno, don't exaggerate. That's a horrible image. What about a lawyer who borrows money from a 10-year-old girl? Now, that's a horrible image. Why do I feel like my reputation with this couple has just fallen through the floor? There are a few things more invigorating than taking a man for all his worth. Don't be so pleased with yourself, Ellie. It's not as if Bruno ever had a chance of winning. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Well, using that special ink I developed, anyone could... Thank you, Iris, that will do. I'm sure this conversation is proving very dull for everyone. What's done is done. The game is over now. There's no point crying over spilled milk.
Special ink, you say? Well, sir, that sounds like the sort of risky business that's right up my alley.
Oh, Ronnie, I love your dauntless spirit. You laugh in the face of danger. Come on then, Iris, spill it. What's this special ink about, eh? Well, it's what's sometimes called invisible ink. All you have to do is write the suit and number on the reverse side of every card, and with the aid of some special glasses, the whole game is laid bare to you. Wait, you were wearing glasses last night, weren't you, Mr. Sholmes? You said something along the lines of, "My eyesight appears to have suddenly worsened." And the moment you failed to question that as odd was the moment I knew I had won the game. Mind games, was it? Trying to throw me off with your eccentric ways? So you tell me Sholmes could see every call what Odo had? What? But that's not mind games, that's blatant cheating. My dear fellow, what an accusation. Would you honestly consider me a cheat? Please, I prefer trickster. Whatever you call it, the game doesn't count now. Understand, Mr. Sholmes? Dear me. Well, out of respect for the bad grace with which you take defeat, allow me to return your shilling. Did you hear that, Gina? So give it here. Eh? Leave me out of this. This here one bob bit was more from the start. Now question.
No, sir, that there one bit was lifted from this here Bob's pocket only a few minutes ago.
So you keep saying, come on then, where's the evidence?
Eh?
The law is all about evidence. I know my stuff. You see, Mr. Naruhodo, you tried excuse in court, and others were parroted. Only whenever I do say that in court, it isn't as a tried excuse, you know.
As I said, sir, the court has got my blood, sweat, and tears all over it.
That's right, it has. Rolly's blood, sweat, and tears are the evidence. Blood, you say? In that case, it's time for this. Do you think? Well, if there's any trace of blood on that coin, we'll soon know about it. Alright, Jenny. Hold very still. Eh? What? Ah! Look at that. See there on the coin? It's clearly changed color. In other words, there is blood on this coin.
Once again, the right fit, sir. That will be my blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh, wait, I've seen blood turn that color before. Yeah, I know who it is. I know whose coin it is. What? The rightful owner of this blood-stained shilling is... Runo! Huh? Me? And from the appearance of the blood, I would say it is quite fresh. Left within the last 24 hours. Within the last... then, in that case... So, this is the coin what Sholmes had of Odo last night in the poker game? Oh, Runo, do you mean you really did make your gums bleed? I told you, I was so infuriated to lose, I had to grit my teeth as I handed over the money. Blimey, you're as hard up as me by the sound of it, but I thought you had a proper job. Come on, Gina, just hand it over, would you? The shilling, that's rightfully mine. Ah, fine, alright then. Just stop your bleating staring. Ah, I finally have it back. It's like a dream come true. I nearly had that one in the bag and all. That's wonderful news, Runo. I'm so happy for you. Now then, as you promised, I would like my money back, please. The shilling I lent you before. You did say that you paid back out of this month's pocket money, didn't you? Oh, yes. Well, then I suppose... My dear fellow, do be kind to your gums.
Looks like that shilling was always destined to be taken from you, sir.
For some reason, the phrase serves you right is floating around in my head. So, Iris, as promised, here is the shilling I owe you. Oh, you repaying me already? Well, thank you. Next month would have been fun, though. What's it all about, anyway? What are you lending Odo money for? Ah, yeah. Well, actually, it's because I went to the lime tree market yesterday to buy herbs for Runo. Herbs for Odo. Yeah, the tea Mrs. I left behind is top quality Gyokuro tea, but it's just so bitter. So when Iris suggested mixing it with some herbs to make it more palatable, I asked her to buy me some. That's right, we've made a special Japanese herbal tea with the leftover Gyokuro. I'm going to call it Susie's Special Blend. I do hope you all try it. The excruciating bitterness clings to the throat, if you can persuade the bright green gloop to leave the cup. Why, it sounds quite delicious. Yeah, right. Well, it would appear this Shilling's brief adventures are now at an end. Adventures? You must agree, my dear fellow, that the coin has made a considerable journey since last night. Let's see. Originally, it was the coin I was supposed to give to Iris to pay her for the herbs. But then, in our poker duel last night, it passed to you, Mr. Sholmes, who gave it to Iris as spending money. But then I dropped it here some time yesterday. Then my beloved Rolly found it a while ago and picked it up.
Before it was lifted from my pocket by this ER driver.
Oh, then he used my favorite gun to show up the blood that was on it. And let slip about Shelm's little scam in his card game last night. The annulment of which resulted in the coin returning to the ownership of Mr. Naruhodo, allowing me to pay Iris the money I owed her after all, for the herbs she'd bought in order to make Susie's special blend tea. And now, after all that, the coin is resting safely in my pocket. Yeah, you're right. That was an adventure. But what are we supposed to take away from it, eh? That this 1 shilling coin belongs to Iris and Iris alone, I think. I cannot fault your observation, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, you know what they say. What goes round comes round. Why do I get the feeling that Iris knew it was coming around to her from the very beginning? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Priceless, as they say. Well then, my dear fellow, how about this evening we indulge in some bitter tea and a bitter rematch? I'll even allow you to seek the coming month's spending money in advance. I fold.